Over the last 20 years in working with type 2 diabetes and evaluating tens of thousands of tests, there is one deficiency that I have found to be super common that is a contributing factor to the progression of your diabetes. This nutrient is so important and so valuable to your body, number one, but also to the mechanisms that is driving your diabetes. And it's a common thing that we see that is deficient in individuals dealing with type 2 diabetes. And it is so common, I would say almost 90% of the individuals that we evaluate are dealing with this type of deficiency. So is this a deficiency that you're currently having as well? Have you been evaluated for this deficiency? Have you been properly tested? Are you taking the right form of this potential deficiency that your body needs to utilize it appropriately? Or is it potentially you're consuming enough of this nutrient, but your body just not absorbing it? All of these things play a role in the ability for this nutrient or deficiency, if you will, that is driving your diabetes and the progression of your diabetes, even though you may be eating properly, exercising, losing weight, even taking your medication. And even though you may have a normal, or I should say not a normal, but a managed A1C, something between 6.0 and above, right? Those would be managing between 6 and 7. So this deficiency is so much of a problem that nearly every single one of the patients that I work with is taking this supplement or this nutrient to get this deficiency back up to normal levels every single day to make sure that it's at levels that is going to help their body heal. Because with this type of deficiency, unfortunately, your cells will not heal appropriately, your body will not function optimally, and not only will it progress your diabetes, but it can potentially cause more harm in the future and causing more diseases and symptoms in the future as well. And what is this deficiency? This deficiency is vitamin D3. I can't tell you how often we evaluate someone and we see a deficiency. Now, let's talk about the numbers first. In the traditional medical model, the reference points is between 30 and 100. Now, this is a massive range here. So this means that if you're seeing your primary care physicians and you have a vitamin D3 level of 35, they're telling you you're fine and you're thinking that you're fine. But the reality is that cannot be further from the truth, because vitamin D should never be lower than 70. So between 70 and 100, these are ideal ranges. If you're below 70 and you're being told that your levels are fine, you are putting yourself vulnerable for further cellular damage. You see, because vitamin D3 is essential for cellular function. You need to have enough vitamin D inside your body for your cells to function optimally, which is where your diabetes is being progressed at that point. It's in your body at your cellular level. Vitamin D is also essential for other things: brain function, cardiovascular function, your immune system needs it, and it's also a natural anti-inflammatory. So if your vitamin D is below 70, we need to start boosting it up. Now, we have to be careful because not all vitamin D is going to be beneficial. So ideally, the best type of vitamin D can be done through a liquid. These are called liposomals, but you can also take it in a capsule form as well. But it's important if you're going to supplement with vitamin D that you take your vitamin D3, got to be able to spell here, vitamin D3 with K2. This is so important, guys. If you're taking vitamin D3 on its own without K2, you're putting yourself in harm's way, because the K2 is going to help support your arteries from calcification. Vitamin D helps with the calcification process. That's why vitamin D is so important for your bones. The combination of vitamin D, magnesium, and calcium keeps your bones strong, and by having those good levels, you're going to reduce your risk for things like osteoporosis. But if you increase your supplementation with vitamin D, it has to have the K2 in there to protect your arteries from calcification, because if your arteries become calcified, they don't have that ability to open and close appropriately, leaving you at risk for things like cardiovascular disease. So very important, number one, this is the most common deficiency. So if you're low in vitamin D, meaning if you're below a 70, you're deficient. That's important to understand. If you're between 70 and 100, you're fine, fantastic job, but 90% plus of the patients that I work with are low in vitamin D. If you need to increase your vitamin D levels, You need to make sure you're using the right formulation, a vitamin D3 with K2 combination. And again, the third thing would be making sure you're purchasing these products at a very high-end quality store, health food stores, not your big box stores like Walmart, Targets, CVS, etc., like Whole Foods, natural grocers, or natural healthy stores like Sprouts. Those things are the places you want to buy them if you're going to get them on your own. The most ideal place will be your holistic healthcare practitioners like myself, who have much higher quality and the ability to get you the proper supplements. But hey, this is just one potential problem you're dealing with. There are multiple other things, hundreds of different problems that could be contributing to your diabetic condition. If you want to learn more about how we evaluate individuals, how we comprehensively test, how we create customized solutions, make sure you watch this video here to learn more about what we do specifically to help individuals reverse their diabetes. All right, click that link and we'll see you soon.